Have you ever heard of the practice of putting in a love letter with an offer to buy a home? Today is April 8th, 2026. April is National Fair Housing Month, and I have committed to making a video every day in the month of April about fair housing. So there are often times that buyers will have to compete for houses. If the house is well priced, in great condition, in a desirable area, then there may be more than one buyer interested. And we saw this at an unbefore-seen level back in 2020, 21, and 22. At the time, there were listings that I'd have more than 40 offers, and that's 40 offers. And so sometimes buyers are looking for the edge. How do I stand out? How do I differentiate, right? How do I make this a pick-me offer? And buyers will often ask me, they will have seen it on the internet, to write a love letter, or maybe an agent will have recommended writing a love letter. And what we have to understand is a love letter could very easily violate fair housing. And you may be thinking, well, how could that be? Well, let's just look at what a typical love letter might look like. Dear Mr. and Mrs. Seller, my wife and I love your home. We can't wait to celebrate Christmas with our children. We can just imagine them coming down the stairs on Christmas morning, and we know how great our Christmas tree is going to look in your living room. Or our living room. Ha ha ha. Sincerely, the Smiths. And at the bottom, a lot of times they'll even put a picture of the family. And so when we think about it, well, you're disclosing your religion, you're disclosing your race and your color, you're disclosing your familial status because you have kids. You may be disclosing your national origin, and you could even make the argument that you're disclosing that you're a heteronormative couple, not LGBTQ+, and LGBTQ+ has been found to be protected under the gender section of fair housing. And so it's very easy to see how you could violate fair housing. Now, could you write a love letter? Yes. In fact, I counsel my clients on how they can write a love letter, but it has to be the right love letter, meaning that it can say things like, we love the home. It's amazing. You've taken such good care of it. We can tell how much you love it and how well it's been maintained. And all of those things. You can't mention you have kids. You can't mention anything about your religion, your race, your color. You certainly can't put in a picture. But if you do it in the most neutral way, then yes, you can write a love letter. So if you're writing a love letter, if you're an agent representing a buyer writing a love letter, if you're a seller receiving a love letter or an agent representing a seller receiving a love letter, just be very careful because it would be very easy for you to violate fair housing. And those fines and penalties and lawsuits can be in the thousands and thousands of dollars.